In notable 10th place was the re-release of Ridley Scott's Alien with $1.6 million, showing there's still some interest in this 45-year-old sci-fi thriller. I'm Kevin Carr. For Monday, April 29th, 2024, that's our show for today. America in the Morning is produced in Washington by Jeff McKay. Our senior producer, Kevin Delaney. I'm John Trout. This is Westwood One.
Got to.
Or just talk about your day. For more information on
Even with heart failure, my mother remained strong. Because without strength, you lose hope. Together, we will rise above heart failure.
To help prevent, improve, and manage heart failure, go to riseabovehf.org.
If you're always missing part of your favorite show because you have to get out of the car, don't worry. Take us with you, either through our streaming app or through your Alexa or Google smart home device. News Radio 1440 WIAM, the home of the Ben Shapiro Show, and heard on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, the Cumulus Media Station. This is the CBS News World News Roundup, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. We begin in the Middle East, where ceasefire talks are set to resume, with pressure mounting on Hamas to accept Israel's latest offer.
With a Hamas delegation due in Cairo to discuss a new proposal for a Gaza truce.
In this moment, the only thing standing between the people of Gaza and a ceasefire is Hamas. They have to decide, and they have to decide quickly.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken at the World Economic Forum in Saudi Arabia, calling Israel's offer of a ceasefire in exchange for hostage releases extraordinarily generous. Egypt's foreign minister expressing hope that this might be the proposal that stops Israel's offensive and brings its hostages home. Vicki Barker, CBS News.
Palestinian protesters clashed with pro-Israel demonstrators on the UCLA campus. Student encampment still stands at Columbia University in New York.
If you actually want peace to be achieved as we do, and if you want a ceasefire, the hostages need to be released.
Parts of the nation's midsection are reeling from a weekend of violent weather.
Before the bomb went off, it's so much worse in person.
Dana Vandever in Sulphur Springs, Oklahoma, where 2 tornadoes touched down, one of them an EF3 with 136-mile-an-hour winds. Correspondent Omar Villafranca is there.
The devastation extends far beyond Sulphur. A storm system spawned a slew of tornadoes across the plains, including Nebraska, where parts of Omaha, the state's most populous city, were leveled.
Our first of the season battleground tracker looked at the swing states of Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Michigan. Correspondent Ed O'Keefe.
In all 3 states, a whopping 80% of voters say the economy is a major factor in their vote. And Trump has an early edge. In Pennsylvania, only 21% of registered voters say they think they would be financially better off if Mr. Biden won.
A trial begins in Honolulu 2 years after an underground U.S. military fuel tank poisoned thousands of people when it leaked into Pearl Harbor's drinking water. 60 Minutes' Sharon Alfonsi spoke with a woman whose family is affected.
Rochelle Dietz told us days after the spill, her daughter's tonsils became inflamed, and her son started suffering from chronic headaches.
I can hear people saying tonsils, headaches, kids get that stuff. How do you know it's related?
Because they never had it before November of 2021. It wasn't an issue.
One of the greatest women's basketball players of all time is walking away from the court. After 16 seasons, 3-time WNBA champ Candace Parker is hanging up her sneakers. S&P futures up 14. This is CBS News.
Who cares? Who watches women's basketball? Just women. Boring. Boring.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different. You probably do that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Later. eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfect install exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
An Oregon bar that shows only women's sports is expanding.
The sports bra in Portland just opened 2 years ago, and it's now franchising. The bar's owner said her mission was to provide a space that supports, empowers, and promotes girls and women in sports. And she never imagined the impact it would have so fast. She's getting help with the expansion with a new partner, the co-founder of Reddit, who's married to tennis legend Serena Williams. The move comes as interest in women's sports is at an all-time high. Led most recently by the frenzy over University of Iowa and now Indiana Fever basketball star Caitlin Clark. Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
Check out these newborns.
I hear the train a coming.
Little Johnny Cash Davis was born at Huntsville Hospital in Alabama at 2:30 p.m. A few hours later, June Carter Clark entered the world at the same hospital. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
EasyCater has everything you need to make food for work. Work. From ordering to reporting, we even keep your receipts all in one place, which means all you need to do is sit back and enjoy.
You're not having any lasagna?
All I can taste is hours of expense reports.
Relax, you used EasyCater. Enjoy the food, Ray.
Oh, no, thanks.
Enjoy it.
That's amazing.
Yes, Ray. It is amazing. 100,000 restaurants and everything you need to make food for work. Work. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Gold is setting new record highs. So where do you purchase gold even for your IRA? Don't believe faith celebrity hype to buy gold. Call me, Dr. Mike Fulgens, America's gold expert at Universal Coin and Bullion. I've advised attorneys general and the FTC on consumer protections. I don't add ridiculous markups and won't overpay. Call Dr. Fulgens to buy gold safely and easily by dialing pound 250 on your phone and saying gold expert. That's pound 250 and say gold expert.
Just to let you know, I got pulled over
Driving while white?
Sunday. It must have been Black State Trooper. He wrote me a citation for the tint on the back window of the HHR, which is blocked, and I can't see out. And the tint is there so you don't see the professional stereo system and knock the window out and steal the speakers.
Right.
And I've got 2 side mirrors.
Yeah.
And the law says that in a van or an SUV, that you can have any tint on your back window behind the driver as long as you've got 2 outside mirrors.
Right.
And I said, it's blocked. I can't see out it. And I've only had the car 3 months. Been driving. He goes, no, man, you got to get that fixed. That's too dark. I go, but I can't see out the window. What difference does it make?
Oh, that's right. Y'all can't. Yeah.
No, you can't see out the back because the speakers.
Fight it, baby. Fight it.
I'm going to.
Fight it.
Otherwise, it's $165.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, then. You need to fight that.
I'm like, the tint is on a window that's blocked. I can't use.
So should I help you out of it? Should I help you?
Help me out.
Okay.
Say, is it fair to write a ticket for somebody that's got it blocked out and they can't use it, you can't see it, and they got side windows?
Okay.
Ask your audience.
I'll call him on the air. I will call the state trooper on the air this morning.
I'll give you his name.
Yeah. On air.
Named Wheeler.
Wheeler.
Yep.
Brother.
Trooper Wheeler. Yep, brother.
Hey, they don't get a pass for picking on the captain.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you about public service.
I understand.
Meteorologist Amanda Curran on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now we're looking pretty good as far as accidents go. The authorities are reporting a vehicle fire on 85 near Taylor Road, so keep your eyes open for that. We're looking for it on the traffic cams, but
are unable to locate that, keep your eyes open heading in that direction. Outside of that, we're looking good. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. Your ticket to success is at Trentham State. Whether you're pursuing a higher education or career advancement, Trentham State has what you need. Enroll at trenthamstate.edu. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning, I'm Judd Davis. Here's what's happening in the news on this Monday. Some schools in Selma will start the week with virtual learning after several weekend shootings. This only impacts students at Selma High School and Saints Virtual Academy Alternative School. Police recommended at-home learning until they get more information on those shootings. So far, no arrests. The owner of Montgomery's oldest restaurant will be laid to rest later this week. Funeral services for Theo Kitchichis will be held May 2nd at 11 a.m. at Annunciation Greek Orthodox Church on Mount Meadow Road in Montgomery. Theo was the owner of Chris's Hot Dogs, started by his father more than a century ago. There's a big ride in Alabama over the weekend to remember the devastating tornadoes that came through our state 13 years ago, claiming more than 200 lives. Bo Jackson held the 13th annual Bo Bikes Bama charity bike ride that raises money for disaster recovery and preparedness, including building new storm shelters. That's your news on this one.
EasyCater has everything you need to make food for work. From ordering to reporting, we even keep your receipts all in one place. All you need to do is sit back.
Hard.
All I can taste is hours of expense reports.
Relax, you used EasyCater. Enjoy the food, Ray.
Oh, no, thanks.
Enjoy it.
That's amazing.
Yes, Ray. It is amazing. 100,000 restaurants and everything you need to make food for work. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
Gold is setting new record highs. So where do you purchase gold even for your IRA? Don't believe paid celebrity hype to buy gold. Call me, Dr. Mike Fulgens, America's gold expert at Universal Coin and Bullion. I've advised attorneys general and the FTC on consumer protections. I don't add ridiculous markups so you won't overpay. Call Dr. Fulgens to buy gold safely and easily by dialing pound 250 on your mobile phone and saying gold expert. That's pound 250 and say
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential. But finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, and actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up. I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code LANE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code LANE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code LANE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
He's the voice of the conservative millennial.
Ben Shapiro.
The Ben Shapiro Show, tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on.
And good morning, everybody. Welcome to our world. Thank you for inviting me into yours. The time on the clock says it is 7:12 in the morning. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It is time for our daily bread. Now, that's our way of getting the day started here, so you can get a word from on high, something that'll change your perspective or at least give you a new one. Either way, it's good for the soul. So sit back, think about your day, listen to the word, and then don't forget to come back if you have a need to and listen to me. But right now, it is our daily bread today. Today is what is it? April the 29th, 2024. It is a Monday morning, and it's time to rise and shine. Now, first of all, today's daily bread is simply called Pray and Watch. Our scripture insight today comes from Ephesians 6:10 through 20. But Ephesians 6 and 18 reads, pray in the Spirit on all occasions. Be alert and always keep on praying for all of the Lord's people. Govern yourselves accordingly. And again, it is April the 29th. It is a day that has never been, and it's a day that once it's gone, it shall never, ever be again. It is a once in a lifetime deal, and once it's gone, you don't get it back. You don't get a do-over. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and undo all the things you do this day. And more importantly, you don't get a chance to come back to do all the things you did not do that you should have this day. So whatever it is that you do with this day, April the 29th, 2024, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done this day. If you've lived a while, you've been around a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace, mercy, and love and clarity of God, we may, I'm not sure, but we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are you going to do with them? Well, whatever you do what you can while you can, for as long as you can, and reach back and give somebody else a helping hand. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead. No man yet to be born can do it any better. I say that is the standard by which you live life, you'll always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two. We all do. But you'll never be a failure until you quit. We say give out if you must. Rest if you can. But you can't quit. You can't ever quit. Never give up. Because quitters will never win. And while winners may lose a time or two, they'll never be quitters because they won't ever quit. Martin Luther King said, if you cannot run, walk. If you cannot walk, crawl. But whatever you do, whatever it is, put one foot in front of the other and keep moving forward. My mother said, nothing beats a failure but a try. Don't ever give up. Don't ever quit, because quitters will never win. And winners may lose again a thing or two, but they never quit. So don't you. Anyway, today's daily bread is simply pray and watch. That's our daily bread for this day, April the 29th, 2024. We'll be back. Good morning to you. And no matter what happens this day, remember this. It is a great day, like all of the other days. It is a great day to be alive. Amen to that.
Welcome to today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. The reading for today, titled Pray and Watch, was written by Marvin Williams. When fighting spiritual battles, believers in Jesus should take prayer seriously. A Florida woman found out how dangerous it can be, however, to practice it unwisely. When she prayed, she closed her eyes. But while driving one day and praying with eyes shut, she failed to stop at a stop sign, flew through an intersection, and went off-road into a homeowner's yard. She then tried unsuccessfully to back off the lawn. Though not injured, she was given a police citation for reckless driving and property damage. This prayer warrior missed a key part of Ephesians 6:18, be alert. As part of the whole armor of God in Ephesians 6, the Apostle Paul includes two final pieces. First, We should fight spiritual battles with prayer. This means praying in the Spirit, relying on His power. Also, resting in His guidance and responding to His promptings, praying all kinds of prayers on all occasions. Second, Paul encouraged us to be alert. Spiritual alertness can aid us in being prepared for Jesus' return, gaining victory over temptation, and interceding for other believers. As we fight spiritual battles daily, let's permeate our lives with a pray and watch approach, combating evil powers and piercing the darkness with the light of Christ. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from Ephesians chapter 6, verses 10 through 20. Finally, be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Therefore, put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground. And after you have done everything, to stand. Stand firm then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. In addition to all this, take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. And pray in the Spirit on all occasions with all kinds of prayers and requests. With this in mind, be alert and always keep on praying for all the Lord's people. Pray also for me, that whenever I speak, words may be given me, so that I will fearlessly make known the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in chains. Pray that I may declare it fearlessly as I should. Let's pray. Dear Lord, would you please help us to always be alert to our own needs and the needs of others around us. May we immediately turn to you for help, comfort, and protection, and trust that you will faithfully meet our every need. Thank you, Lord. It's in Jesus' name that we pray. Amen. Thanks so much for listening today. My name is Wes Ward, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
And now we salute the armed forces of the United States of America, which I am a proud member of that fraternity. It's the only fraternity I ever belonged to. So I'll take it where I can get it. Good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. I mean, it wasn't like I didn't try to get in one. So we celebrate those individuals and groups of people who serve in the United States Armed Forces, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Space Force, and of course, Coast Guard. The United States Navy anchors away. Freedom's not free. Somebody's got to protect it. Now it's y'all's turn. Oh, and don't forget some of our little local hero guys. You know, we like them too. The Montgomery Sanitation Department, the Montgomery Maintenance Department, Montgomery Police Department, and of course the Fire Department, which is one of the best in this country. Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, if not the best in this country. And good morning. If we're going to kiss up in the morning, we got to kiss the mayor's butt every once in a while. Might need him. Good morning, Mr. Mayor. The other mayor. Now we're good friends now. Man, we don't hang out together. He don't invite me over for lunch or anything, but you know, we talk to each other when we see each other in the street. I must admit, which not too often. I mean, it's because of the entourage that walks with me. Sometimes it's difficult for the mayor to get to me when I'm walking down the street. You know, you got 16 people walking with you. It's kind of hard to figure out, which one I am. I'm kind of short, you know. I think I'm gonna get rid of some of that entourage that walks with me. And last but certainly not least, the United States Marines. I could have been one, you know. Anybody want to hear that story one more time? Okay, I could have been a Marine. Mm-hmm. Oh, and plus, I was wrong last week when I said there's no place in town to talk to people. Evidently, the water people have a place you can talk to people over in Interstate Park. That's what they're telling me. I don't know, but that's what they're telling me. And the gas, they say they got one on Chestnut Street. I'll find out. I'll let you know. And good morning. It is a Monday morning. It's a great day to be alive on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. So you ought to be thankful for that, if nothing else. You got one more shot at getting it right. Good morning to you. First of all, let me tell you a little bit about COSA, the Council on Substance Abuse. COSA, alcohol awareness. Well, more than 65 million Americans binge heavily and drinking. They ought to do heavily. April is Alcohol Awareness Month. This month is set aside to raise awareness of the dangers caused by alcohol misuse. 29% of all traffic fatalities are caused by alcohol. Impaired drivers. Teen alcohol use kills nearly 5,000 people a year. That's teen alcohol because your brain's not ready for it. And that's why, that's more than illegal drugs combined. The Council on Substance Abuse is bringing about awareness to reduce the pain and suffering caused by alcohol use. So if you or someone you know needs help right now, with alcohol abuse, there is help. COSA cares. Give the Council on Substance Abuse a call today at 334-262-1629. That's 334-262-1629. Or go to the council. Where's that go? Oh, COSA.org. Well, it's COSANCADD.org. Okay, so go there and check it out. Okay, educate yourself in the dangers of alcohol abuse. Call COSA 334-262-1629 and get help right now for a sober and brighter future. That is the Council on Substance Abuse. Okay, or COSA, NCADD.org. Go there right now. And that number, once again, is 334-262-1629. There are many things out here, young people, that will get you messed up for free. Okay, it's headed your way. Don't add anything to it by drinking and misusing alcohol. Okay, can you realize that statistic? 29%, almost 50% of all the traffic accidents in America are caused by teenagers on alcohol. Wow. Interesting. Also, I want to take the time out, and it's 7:28 in the morning. Time out and thank Representative Reed Ingram, little late to get it in this year, but he has put forth, which is whoever came up with that idea to begin with, let everybody walk around with a gun. It's crazy as hell. But he has put forth. Now, unfortunately, it's too late for this session, which means that probably a lot more people are going to die who wouldn't have had to die had we had the common sense to not make this thing in the first place. But evidently, he's put forth a piece of legislation, and I hope it's the first thing on next year's legislation. Personally, I think it is so. I think that the problem is so bad that I'm calling on the governor to call a special session. You know, let's get. And you're not going to get people with guns. Okay, we don't want to take everybody's guns away. Okay, but we do want to take the stupid people's guns away. Okay, we want to take people who would otherwise be reasonable, be conscionable, that wouldn't use a gun, but by the fact of the matter is that we have given people who are 5'1" the courage of a 6'1" individual, because now they can carry a gun. And now the police, even if the police stop you, the way I understand it now, they really can't take your gun. Well, this new piece of legislation is supposed to remedy some of that. Okay, we'll see. And we all know, listen, we all know that crooks going to carry guns no matter what the law. They'll let the crooks be the crooks. My problem is that we got people who normally would be rational, reasonable people, at least to some extent, who now want to walk around and carry guns and all that stuff, and think that, they're feeling 6'1" when you're 5'2". Listen, I mean, if you're on the basketball court and you can dunk like a 6'1" guy, I'm with you. But it don't take a whole lot of ability and courage to shoot people like a 6'1" person. So I'm just saying. So Reed Ingram has put that forth. I really think that the legislature, they should call a special session and get this thing done and over with. Okay, before too many other people end up getting shot. Yeah, you can argue that well, it ain't gonna stop anybody. You're right, it won't stop anybody. The other day, a woman turned her car into a guy and killed his wife. That's right, you can kill people with a number of things. So why in the world do we want to add something to it? Okay, yeah. Why add something to it? So I'm just saying. Anyway, 860-1440 is the number here. You want to give us a call, love to talk to you, whichever on your mind. But I would hope they don't pay me any attention down the street. They spend too much time in Huntsville and Birmingham. And I understand the government shouldn't want to come down, right up the street. Now, I've called down there about 15 times trying to get it down here. Just come on, talk to the people of Montgomery, Alabama, since you live in Montgomery for the time being. But anyway, can't seem to get them down there. Maybe it's a color thing. I don't know. I hope not. Maybe she found out I was black. And, she probably thought I was a Democrat because I was black. See, and that's the problem with being all black folks, 98% of being Democrats. People, they know what you're thinking already. They just ignore the hell out of you because they think you're something that you may or may not be. I'm just saying. I'm to call the governor's office one day. I'm just get on the phone and say, listen, I'm on your side. Maybe not on everything, but on most things philosophically. I'm on your side. Okay. But anyway, it'd be nice to get it down here one of these days. I've been trying for 23 years. I tried with James. I tried with all of them, as a matter of fact. Okay, they saw a black man down here calling on the phone. They went on Facebook and saw my name. They said, "Oh hell no, we're not going down." Okay then, all right then. They went to Matt Murphy and Dale Jackson. I know. What do they have in common? I ain't even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it, but you know what it is. I'm just saying. Anyway, 860-421-732 in the morning. And good morning. Who is this? I'm doing fine. Yeah. I believe that's part of the I think that's part. Yeah, well, that ain't in a roundabout way. That's what he was saying. If you're gonna walk around here carrying a concealed weapon, you're gonna have to have a license. Right. Because it sounded like a great idea. It sounded like a great idea, the constitutional protection. It sounded that way. Yeah. Mhm. Yep. Yeah, I got it on Facebook. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Yeah. Yeah. And what's wrong with that? If you make a mistake, undo the mistake. And they do have that right. They do have that right. Well, that's not the police job, but the police job is not to protect you. Okay, just I'll let you know. Well, we yes. I understand. Hmm. Hmm. Well, okay, wait a minute, now listen. If black people, wait a minute, wait a minute. If black folks keep getting shot the way we're doing our own people, don't you think that black folks should show up at the city council meeting too in masses? Okay, so why you talking about white? Why you bring up white folks? I mean, people concerned about their community, like we ought to be. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. Society didn't say that. Our Constitution said it, that everybody has a right to bear arms. That's what our Constitution says. Do you know who's wait a minute? Do you know who's toting more guns? Yeah, okay. You know who's killing more folks with guns? It ain't conservatives. They're not doing it. And again, I think they learned the lesson. I, yeah, I think they learned right. They learned the lesson and they want to undo it. They okay. Well, no, they didn't either. Now they didn't know that. They didn't know that we're gonna have young black guys sitting at the gas station holding up AK-47 and Mac 9s at the gas station, throwing them up in the air. No, they didn't know that. That dog ain't gonna hunt. Anyway, appreciate the call. That dog ain't gonna hunt. We ain't gonna see no brothers out there these shape with a bunch of guns swinging all in the air. Because everybody out there got one. We ain't gonna we ain't gonna see that out there. Good morning. Good morning. Who's this? Yes, I'm doing fine. Yeah. Mhm. All right, then, Mr. Ed. Good morning on there. Good morning. Mm, mm. Wait a minute. Did you hear? Wait a minute. Did you hear about the one happening at the funeral this weekend? Yeah, on Adams Avenue. I rolled up. I rolled up behind him as it was either just getting started or going. We were coming from church. or going the other way, and of course I turned around and said, "Let me go back the other way right quick and let them handle this." So yeah, I know. I said, "Let me get out of here." Man, I don't know. Ooh, that's pretty. That's a pretty good paycheck right there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Hmm. Yeah. 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 They're running. Listen, they're running into people leaving New York at the same time. Yeah. How did Newsom? Yeah. Yeah, they do. Yeah. And one of the biggest words, hey, listen, one of the biggest words is going to the club these days. You walk out of there what you think is a woman, and that ain't what it is. All right. I gotta take a break, folks. We'll be back right after that. I'm not saying that's what you should do. I'm not saying I'm just saying you walk it out there. It's gonna be tough dating in California these days. We'll be back in New York and Atlanta. It's gotta be tough. Hold on. We'll be back. Having the clock at 7:44 in the morning. It's a Monday morning. It is a great day to be alive. Amen.
You know there's a generic form of biology works. It's the same, but it's online. It's not responsible. New medical consults determine the easy medication best for you. Discreet shipping is prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at HIMS, so is treatment. Just go to hims.com/radio and get connected with a licensed with zero copay, no expensive treatment, and no awkward conversation. In fact, your free online video here's about it. Hims.com/radio. It's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. HIMS.com/RADIO.
I have type 2 diabetes, so I'm getting dinged just like you. Thank goodness for Big Lou. Big Lou! Big Lou can get term life insurance rates. Provider, 50 years life insurance for around $200. 11. I've been check us out at appreciation. Free. The national radio.
Join Hannity at 3 p.m. for the Entrepreneur Show.
Here's Joe Biden. All righty, it is 7:51 in the morning, right here on the East Coast of Central America. I mean, what's it? Central Standard Time. Yeah, in Georgia or New York, is an hour ahead of us. All right, next person who's there. Good morning. Who's this? Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did he get beat on the bridge? So why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they though? Why wouldn't you make why you make somebody accountable to having a concealed weapon? I mean, people should know you got it, right? Right. So why do we have people with driver license? Well, you can hurt more people, and they get a ticket, and there is a consequence if they get caught. That's true. That's true. They, you know, but guns are a what did they say in those movies? It's a clear and present danger to all of us. Can you tell the difference when the bullets are flying? Yesterday on Sunday, me and Z coming from church, and we run up on these people killing each other. I don't know. Huh? They're making it, if the bullets had a somehow can get in our car, and we coming down the road. There's no way in the world it wouldn't matter who it came from. I gotta know who to shoot at first. Yeah, okay, well, it's a well, no, and again, listen, this is not a philosophical issue. Well, it is in a way, but again, guns right now in America are clear and present danger. I hear you. I got you. But now let's not act like white folks ain't crazy too with guns. Hold on. Mm-hmm. I agree with you. Listen, I agree with you. Yeah, yeah. I mean, listen, I don't blame none of those people for showing up at City Hall. As a matter of fact, we ought to show them more. But, all right, appreciate it. These guns are a clear and present danger. Not the gun. Let me get that right. Not the gun, but the people who have easy access to them. I mean, something's got to be done to make somebody accountable for all these wrongs. You're never going to stop people who want to do bad things. You're never going to stop that. It doesn't happen. I mean, if there was an angel in heaven who got kicked out, we're always going to have bad folks who want to do bad things. But do we need to turn good folks into bad people by giving them unlimited access to weapons? Okay. Now, and to show you what I'm talking about, you realize that as soldiers, sailors, airmen, and marines, okay, we are trained with these weapons. But only we cannot we cannot walk around with our weapons on our side because people are crazy even in the military. Okay, so we can't do that. There's a reason for that. But sometimes people are stupid. But anyway, so if people in the military who've been trained to shoot, some of them have to do like I would, are trained to shoot, ready to go to war, but we still can't walk around on Fort Bragg or Fort Benning or the Air Force base out here unless there is a necessary need, like a shore patrol for the MPs to walk around with guns. And we've been trained with guns. So what makes you people think that people who have not been trained that would do us harm need complete access to a weapon walking down the street? No, I don't think so. Good morning. Yes. Mm-hmm. Good. Ah, yeah. There's a place, I would tell you something, there's a place that we didn't hear nothing about it. I ain't mad at him, but it's out there off Atlanta Highway going past Texas Center. What's the name of that area out there? Is that DFT? I'm not DFT. It's not a shopping center. Right, but I'm saying, the lady said they had about 40 rounds out there on the ground. Now, yeah, yeah. Anyway, I'm almost, yeah, I got to take a break. I'm almost ready. We'll be back.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. No level from devastating storms that tore through the middle of the country over the weekend, killing at least 4 people, including an infant. Weather Center meteorologist Stephanie Abram. We have a forecast severe weather today from Texas, Alabama. We see flooding, hail, wind damage, and tornado. Correspondent Omar Biafra was in Sulphur, Oklahoma, where homes and buildings were torn apart.
National Weather Service says this was an EF tornado. We're talking wind speeds of at least 136 miles an hour. Roofs ripped off, walls collapsed, lights all over the place, windows were blown out. Thousands of people are without power.
If all else fails, you can always ask politely. Columbia University's embattled President Minu Shafiq has just issued a statement urging pro-Palestinian and pro-Israel protesters to pack up their encampments and disperse voluntarily. Lincoln in Riyadh pushing Hamas to accept Israel's latest ceasefire proposal.
I'm hopeful that they will make the right decision and we can have a fundamental change in the dynamic.
Donald Trump met privately with his former challenger, Florida's Ron DeSantis, over the weekend. CBS's Aaron Navarro.
The two talked about DeSantis and his allies. He will be involved because once GOP rival on this general elections race.
One of former President Trump's potential running mates is explaining the death of her dog in her new book. Governor Kristi Noem explains why she shot Cricket, her unruly 14-month-old wire-haired pointer. CBS
on X, she writes, whether running the ranch or in politics, I have never passed up my responsibilities to anyone else to handle. Even if it's hard and painful, I followed the law. I was being a responsible parent, dog owner, and neighbor.
The trial of a Massachusetts woman accused of killing her boyfriend, a Boston police officer, begins today. WBZ's Kyle Gray.
Karen Reed faces second-degree murder charges in the death of her Boston police officer boyfriend, John O'Keefe, who was found dead in the snow outside of a home back in January of 2022. Prosecutors say Reed struck O'Keefe with a car and left him for dead in the cold. Reed's defense lawyers claim she is the victim of a massive cover-up.
Media reports overseas say a French movie star is being questioned by police. Two women reportedly say Gerard Depardieu sexually assaulted them on movie sets. 75-year-old actor denies it. He put his career on hold after he was charged with rape back in 2020. S&P futures are up 14. Now futures ahead 55. This is CBS News.
And now, a list of things from Progressive Insurance. Home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, ATV, Progressive Protection Law, and more about one woman at Progressive.com.
Sneezing, coughing, those nasal drips. Groggy at the end of the day.
Allergies and sinus congestion, making Jenna miserable. Then, third recommended lavage. Lavage provides immediate, heart-free congestion relief, washing your nasal passages with refreshing feeling and sucking out mucus water airborne here. Lavage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
30 minutes, ended up waiting in. I ran minutes and I felt immediately I felt better.
Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. Navage.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com and Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or Rite Aid.
A Dutch medical company has settled a massive lawsuit over function sleep devices sold here in the U.S. Philips says it's reached a $1.1 billion deal to settle U.S. lawsuits over its 40 breathing station device. Millions of the CPAP sleep apnea machines have been recalled after foam insulation degraded, sending toxic fumes and particles into users' mouths and lungs. 385 deaths were linked to the foam, but in settling, Philips hasn't admitted any fault or liability. The company's stock has skyrocketed on news of the settlement, which turned out to be for far less than many investors had feared. Vicky Barker, CBS News. Last night in Houston, Rolling Stone showed no signs of slowing down. Mick Jagger revved up the crowd, strutting up and down the stage with the energy of someone half his 80 years as the band kicked off its new tour at NRG Stadium. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
The member satisfaction rate on that issue and that's the membership for 30 years.
And welcome back, everybody. Welcome back again. Before we get started, anything got a message for you this morning? I'm giving you this message because a lot of things going on in the world right now. Some of those things you can't do anything about it. You can do something about alcohol. You can do something about that. There's an alcohol awareness month in April. More than 65 million Americans binge drink or drink. April is alcohol awareness month. This month is set aside to raise awareness of the danger caused by alcohol misuse. Did you know that 29% of all traffic fatalities are caused by alcohol? Impaired drivers. Teen alcohol use kills nearly 5,000 people a year. That's more than illegal drugs combined. COSA, the Council on Substance Abuse, is bringing about awareness to reduce the pain and suffering that's caused by alcohol use. So if you are someone you know need help with alcohol abuse, please, there is help. COSA cares. Give the Council on Substance Abuse a call today at 334-262-1629 or go COSANCADD.org. That's the Council on Substance Abuse. Be educated in the dangers of alcohol abuse. Call COSA 334-262-1629. That's 334-262-1629 and get the help you need now. For a sober and brighter tomorrow. It's never too late because COSA cares. That's the Council on Substance Abuse. So don't just take it as a spot. 29% of all fatalities in car crashes are caused by alcohol, either directly or indirectly. Okay. Yeah, good morning to you. Hope that they find you well. Yeah, we was coming home from church yesterday. Sunday. I came up on it. I didn't know exactly what was going on. I see they wanted to let a brother go by, so I turned around. So I'm glad I got there a little later when Adam's evident. I mean, what's it? Look at shoes that fit. I thought you didn't have to. I think you did. I think that was a long one. Maybe that's a up and down. I don't know. So anyway, so that's what that happened yesterday. At another session. But anybody, did anybody get the irony? The irony of guns on military bases. You won't go on a military base and see soldiers carrying guns. You just won't do it because there's a time and a place for all things. You just won't. And we getting paid. If you training to carry guns and go and shoot people, but you won't see them carrying guns on military bases unless they get deployed. You won't see it. You won't see it. I find that job. Sometimes we've had soldiers who feel about other soldiers because they weren't able to carry their gun. And again, I'm trying to find the rationale. Listen, I believe in the Constitution of the United States. Where's the rest? Guns were first of all given to us to protect ourselves from an ever-encroaching government. That was the main reason why we had militias and guns. And although the cause is just, the cause is just, but there needs to be a more tougher way, not stop people from getting guns, but we certainly need a bigger litmus test on whether or not you should be able to walk around with one. Okay? Now, I'm all for people having one in the house. Okay? I don't even care if you a felony or whatever the case, a felony or whatever they call it. Whatever they call it, felon. I don't even care that you have a right to protect yourself in your house. I'm all for, hey, not having permission to have a gun in my house. But if I'm gonna walk on the street with it, then that may be a compelling reason. I mean, like I work for the bank, I'm carrying money, or whatever the case may be. But and it seems to me that is in the spirit of gun ownership, was to protect yourself against crooks and an approaching government. There needs to be a tougher. There needs to be a tougher standard to allow idiots to walk around with guns. It just and I hope that Mr. Ingram's bill has some teeth in it. Okay, rather than just say, well, we want to do that. Okay, but I'm telling you, we overuse it. When you go to the military base, you can't go up to Maxwell and everybody carrying a gun. That's a military base. They may be calling a moment's notice to go someplace in the world and do some work. We don't walk around with guns on military bases. We don't do it at Fort we don't do it at Fort Worth. We don't do it at Fort Moore, which is still Fort Benning. So if soldiers and sailors and airmen and Marines don't walk around with guns until they get ready to go take care of business, if What the hell makes people think they need to walk around the city of Montgomery with a gun in your house? I'm all for it. Even keep one in your car. I ain't got no problem with that either. But to walk around town with a gun, I just it's so barbaric, you know. But I'm with you. You got a right. You got a right to keep one, I guess. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And I know a lot of my Second Amendment people say, "What the heck?" Well, the problem is obviously it's not working. The Second Amendment thing is getting more people killed under the guise of freedom of to own a weapon than any other thing in America right now. Okay, and alcohol. Now, if you want to get rid of something, let's get rid of. Let's take the legal age to drink, make it 25. Okay, yeah, I'm not for that. Okay, you can't wait till you get 25 to get drunk. You probably don't need to get drunk. I'm just saying, you know, maybe we need to do all. Maybe we need to consider all. We need to do stuff with our society, yeah, because I believe in freedom. The freedom call, and there are consequences to go along with freedom. And I ain't mad at nobody. I don't know. I saw I don't know. But we you know, our freedom in the country, it seems to we don't understand the price we're paying for. You know, we just don't seem to do that stuff. But anyway, that's just one of my little. I know it's hard to comment, but I'm not so confused. But I do believe I do believe in common sense. Okay. So maybe we need a common sense government. Okay. And okay. That's what it is. Common sense government. Not common sense laws. I mean, again, think about that for a second. On our Army Air Force and military base, we don't walk around with guns. And that's our job, is to defend this country with a gun. We don't walk around with them. Why we don't walk around with them? Because everybody don't have good sense. They don't. Everybody don't have good sense. So I don't know. That's just me. That's just what I'm thinking. You can't go out on Maxwell and see everybody walking around with them. You see the MPs out there walking around with them. But you don't see anybody else walking around. And they all service members. So why don't they all walk around with guns? It makes more sense. It makes more sense to walk around with guns on base than it does out here walking down the street. Makes more sense. And we don't let them walk around with guns on base, except the MPs. Why is that? I know why that is, but you're not telling me. So anyway, so what is the rationale? And every swinging Jamie out here, or swinging Tom, walk around with a gun. As a matter of fact, I would rather everybody carry concealed as long as they got a license for it, walk around with one on their side. And I got to tell you, if I go in the store, there's somebody with a gun on their side, I'm not in the store. I'm not standing there shopping. There's nothing in the world. I've done it in a Walmart a couple of times. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get on out of here right now and go to the front door and go to Dixie somewhere. I don't trust anybody on the side. Except the folk. Except the police. And some of them, you got to look at them. Anyway, you go 1440. Does that make sense anyway? Am I irrational? Am I crazy? I will not stop to the store that allows people to come with guns on the side. I won't do it. Conceal, I ain't got a problem with conceal weapon. That's protected weapon. But on the side, no. You never know when these summer guns don't get crazy. Okay? I'm not. You want to get rid of me out of your store real quick? Let people come there with guns on the side. I'm going. Okay? I'm going. Come on, who's this? Not at the moment. Yeah. The law enforcement people, absolutely. No, no. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. I hear you. But don't we kill too? Okay, but don't we kill pigs? Don't we kill deer? And I thought that was absolutely crazy. Okay, but we do shoot pigs and chicken and cows. So what makes the dog? Wait a minute. What makes a dog special? Right. And the people in America, right? Because there are people who put more value on a dog than they do human beings. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I think it's a shame. But on the other hand, if he said I shot my son because I couldn't see him, I got a problem with that. Again, again, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm. Right. Okay, yeah. 8:20 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Yeah. I know you can. I think it's crazy to let people because I think it's crazy to let people come in your store. Listen, you don't need to come to people's store buying cornflakes with guns on your side. Exactly. I'd rather you pay for a permit and carry it concealed. No, that's not. I don't need to know you got it. For a weapon, I don't believe so. You know, I can't be making it because the guns are too available. The guns are too available. Well, I realize that, but we need to do something because when kids, let me put it this way, let me ask you, if you go down, I'm 16 years old, I'm going down the street, I'm going to the store, buying me an ice cream bar, whatever I'm going to get in the store, and I see guys coming in there with guns on the side. Now, kids, and being 16, your brain's not good yet. Well, you gonna think, hell, I'm gonna go get me a gun, carry it on my side. You know, I mean, kids mimic what grown folks do. You know, and I'm just telling you, they don't have any rational thought about it. The brain has not matured enough yet. Okay, but listen. Imagine if you want to walk around with a gun on your side, I'm all for you. But if I see you going in the store before I go, I'm not coming in. Okay, I'm just telling you, I'm not coming. I'm not going. I'm not coming in to shop with you that day. Okay? If you can go right in there and we go shopping, I'm not coming. Okay, I'm just telling you. Good morning. Yes. Good. I don't know. Well, if it really mattered, I wouldn't. But yeah, yeah, I know. Listen, but you can't fix stupid. Like he said, you can't fix stupid. So let him say what he has to say. Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, not you talking about rifles, brother. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you don't see a problem again. Even on military base, like I tell you, we don't walk around with guns. I don't either. As a matter of fact, if I don't know you have one, I feel a whole lot safer. I mean, you may pull it out and go to work, but 9 out of 10, if you got to get a license, the people know something about you. And I'm all for concealed weapons. Once you get a license, I'm all for that. I'd rather think that you might have one than walk in there with a rifle. Like this idiot that down in Mobile last week, all them guns. And I tell you what, they are blessed today that they're still alive. And somebody that came up there they're trying to rob somebody. Yeah, yeah. Keep walking. Yeah. All right, bro. Appreciate it. I don't know. I don't know why. She did. Good morning. Hello. Yeah, I'm doing fine. I don't know if like but she did not have to sign it. Mm. Yeah. Every day I get up, there's somebody mentioning it. Every day in the news, there's an article about it. Well, I'm talking about the news. We're talking about the news. Because you cannot tell me, okay, here's why. Here's why. Here's why it bothers me. Okay? It bothers me because if you don't understand the basic rudimentary makeup of humankind, you're not going to understand anything else. Yeah. Exactly. But they can call them. I talk to them too. Okay. Hey, I live in the real world. That's right, because that's where I grew up. Hey, wait a minute now. Now you talking about it. Now you talking about it. But don't talk about it. There are many. I talk about many things. Many things. You listen. You got no problem with that stuff, dude. I mean, yeah. Well, because every day it's on the news. Every day it's on the news. I know, but if you don't understand the basic concept of humanity, then how in the hell can I listen to you on anything else? That's right. Well, check me out, bro. I got to take a break. We'll be back. Yeah, if you do not understand the basic, fundamental, rudimentary existence and how human beings get here, then yeah, there are very few things that you and I can have a conversation about. If you think God didn't make male and female, okay, if you believe that, then how can we have a conversation? If you believe that kind of behavior leads to the depletion of human beings on God's green earth and nothing. If you do not have life, my friend, you have absolutely nothing is worth talking about more than life. Nothing. Because without life, that's nothing else. I'm just saying. Yeah. Stop bringing it up in my face and I'm going to bring it up. Okay? You listen to the news today, somewhere along the line, I'm going to be brought up about transgender, homosexuality, or we hate the Jews. That's what's going to happen in America today. Yeah. And I go against all of that. But I still love them. I see you walk down and walk down. Man, my brother was homosexual. Yeah, I had a conversation with him too. And I didn't judge him. I just told him not to talk about it.
Conservative underground news right now. This is a morning minute. You really had to play. According to the New York Post, it had one replaced Lin Zhuang recruiting outside allies to nudge her out to Europe. She did make history in May of 22, but she became the first African American and first openly gay person to hold the position, and developed the Accelerating habits because of reading canned answers directly from the founder or reporters on a regular briefings of it's impossible. How do you prepare when Joe Biden keeps messing up? Oh, he gets more in the middle of an hour than most people can get done in a whole day. This is the crap that defended. Check out the Strong Radio show later today, right here. Jesus Christ, America. We just do it. Millions of kids every day. The kids can sit often. You can struggle with school. It can be harder for them to focus on food. But one simple thing can help you causes for 100 pounds of lifetime. With healthy food, the energy it gives. If you go across it, look at how many years to help kids so they can get better futures.
We want to ensure that all of our kids have healthy meals every day. Thank you for helping feed our kids.
To learn more about eating childhood in America, we can help your kids to eat better. Good.
See, something different for dinner. Jane was constantly
Right here, man. How can we help?
same old thing.
Wait, look right here, man. Our restaurant's just a few blocks from you.
So the usual.
Gosh, they're not fucking good.
You are cumulus roots. Your boost get found on the map with more at cumulusboost.com. It's a better way to look for your stuff with an instant stop. You can do that with your class. You have something. You've got losing that service with that. And you can do this money without it for not doing it. Great. Custom classes. All classes are actually good and food enough for your phone. Hey guys, did you know there's a real form of 95% people want to be looking online at hughes.com/radio. Europeans will get a free medical medication 100% online process, including trusted genetic alternative to the mammogram at up to 95% off. Easy as person and it brings to a premium. Just go to hughes.com/radio. Connect with a licensed medical provider online for free. Zero copay. You help with face-to-face consultations. Start your free online
And we are back. It's 8:37 in the morning. I'll tell you what I'll say. Put money in the meter pretty soon. I'm gonna get the meter down there. There's no way. So, anybody want to know? Well, I was born May 16, 1957. Right? And you know, the big song on that day when I was born, I don't know what it was all about, but it was, All Shook Up? Yeah, All Shook Up by Elvis Presley. That was really unique. I guess it was. A gallon of milk, in 1957 was $1. Okay, now it's like $5. Okay, or it's close to $5 anyway. Okay, and a TV dinner back in those days, a TV dinner in 1957 was 75 cents. Okay, so what about paying? Little paying the breakfast was on. They were launched in America in 1957. When you are coming and you get the big milk, they got a some paying, and that was good. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, What else happened in 1957? Ground beef. Ground beef. Now, ground beef, back in 1957, I was born, in 16, was 30 cents for a pound of ground beef. Okay, now it's about $4.09 a pound. And butter, that's right, 1957, opted for 75 cents a pound. And let's not worry about shit. Now, Alaga shit, I didn't know they made Alaga shit in Alabama. That's how I was feeling back then. But I will admit to you that I had some of that shit, Alaga shit back in the day, and it did help us eat pancakes and stuff like that. I used to turn up the whole bottle and we drank the beer. When I got diabetes. Woo! Okay. How about Campbell's tomato soup? Campbell's tomato soup. On 1957, let's see, how much was it? Oh, yeah, it was a dime. 10 cents. 10 cents. And we used to, for 19 cents, we got a pack of gum. Okay, 19 cents. And broccoli in 1957. In a world which the word cider was mostly used to discuss beverage, a bunch of broccoli only cost 23 cents. I know you guys don't really care about this stuff, but I thought I'd say anything either. Now, in 1950, let's talk about eggs. They were 55 cents a dozen. Now, the eggs didn't get any bigger. The chicken not working any harder, but the eggs are about $2.99 a dozen. And I'm trying to figure out why are the eggs more now than they were in 1957. Chicken still doing the same thing. We're not paying them overtime or anything like that. So why are eggs more in the store? I went to the store over there and I said, why are eggs more? Chicken's on strike? I couldn't figure it out. Why? Well, gas costs more money, but the eggs, that's not the chicken's fault. That's not my fault. You got to talk to the guys who sell you the gas, not me. But anyway, I just say, oh, and iceberg lettuce. Now, I can't tell the difference between iceberg lettuce and the other kind of lettuce. Lettuce like got ice on it or something like that. But it was 19 cents per head in 1957. So that's 67, almost 67 years ago. And Nabisco crack. Okay. 25 cents is what they call for 16-ounce package in 1954. Now it's $2.60. Here's one. Now I haven't seen this in such a long time. I don't know what it looks like. How about hot roast? Okay. I mean, hot roast is a way of cooking when you leave. You throw it in a pot, you put it in the oven, or you put it in one of them cooking things, and you let it cook all day long. When you get ready to eat it, it falls off the bone. It's another bone. Oh, I can't remember. I haven't seen pot roast so long. I don't even know if it's on the bone still or not. It was, back in the day, it was 69 cents a pound for the roast. Today, it's $4.59. Okay, how about canned corn? Yeah, I didn't know that corn was not. Corn is not a vegetable. So for all these years, I'm thinking corn is a vegetable. But it's not. I didn't know that. It looks like a vegetable to me. I should have known something was wrong with it because I like corn and I hate vegetables. So I guess I do like vegetables. Yellow corn. Now, one more thing before we move on to something else. The green giant dingle was born, it was born until 1959, but cooked in 1957. Reach for a can of corn with a Jolly Green Giant on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just excited about that. That's what I know. I cut the thing on a regular. So, anyway, now, again, we're talking about a lawmaker, Green says he's introducing legislation to exclude Alabama's gun law. The law signed in 2022 makes the state concealed carry law less stringent. And now we get more people to currently, 21 over 19 years old can carry a concealed handgun without a permit or a background check or training. Now, one Republican state lawmaker says he feels it was a bad deal. Him and everybody else have been shot by one of them. In response, Representative Reed, Ian said to the citizens, I would feel that if he said to charge someone to be 21 years old, I think you ought to be 25. Okay. They would also pass a summer, if you want to done that bad, walk out the back and go to state court and get a permit from the sheriff's office. I mean, you want to shoot something and join the army. You let you carry a gun. But you get a good right? But what you just got to carry one. If they look for people to join right now, I'm just not going to do it. Now, here's something that has to put that up. When we come back, why is it that more people die in Alabama prison without being sentenced to death than any other prison in America? And 3 people died last week. They gave the companies behind that, but it seems like here in Alabama, you don't have to be death from a jury or a judge. You just give it out of the AOC or AD, whatever, so Alabama Department, AD or whatever. ABC, whatever it is. Anyway, so now you don't need a judge, now you just do it by walking through the door. You're not good. You know what I mean?
Bring us any cooler air. And that's your first alert for that. I'm today,
Montgomery Skywatch Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Still got accidents on 85. And Southwest Parkway, still clear down up to those areas. And McKinney Toyota,
Listen to News Radio 1440 from the comfort of your car seat, the comfort of your desk chair, or the comfort of your radio. We are everywhere on the radio, online, and on your smartphone. News Radio 1440.
Care Ministry. Quality or money. You get both, especially when it comes to healthcare. And that's managed care. You get anything 5 units, which we not sure that's huge. But also people are way more satisfied because of this. The more satisfaction with the Medicare is something. Physical health insurance. Nothing is true. Now for more than 30 years, never compared with $5 billion of each other's bills. Yeah, really, you can say it gets better after being happy with that. So employed, or you're part of a community, or you just want to play, you're happy with it. You know, 855 51 855 51 855 51. That's an average savings.
pay for it. Every time you buy getting to have these but something most people can be a major hassle. And what quality people of things. And right now you can feel people figure it out. It's one so expensive. And so great match for you. And the result will be for themselves. You don't have 5 figures. The see for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter. It's free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com. ZipRecruiter.com. ZipRecruiter.com.
On the draw. Mark in this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
And we are back. Good morning. It's 10 minutes to the hour of 9 o'clock. Let's live in Georgia. 10 minutes to the hour of 10 o'clock. If you live in Seattle, then it's 10 minutes before like 8 o'clock. No, 7 o'clock. I must admit, I did love living up there. That was a rain and all. I love the mountains. Anyway, good morning. Who's this? Hello. All right then. What's that? Good morning. Yeah. Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. But they don't openly let every swinging chain on Maxwell carry a gun on base. They just don't. I go, yeah, yeah. Well, that's a perfect right. But you don't, of course you can. But you don't see every, I don't see people coming in the VA with their sidearms unless they're exactly. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, I understand. Yeah, major, whatever his name was. Yeah, Hassan, I think is his name. Uh, yeah. My point was this: if we precaution with carrying guns on a military base, then might as well we ought to do work. We ought to take precautions out here, right? Right? I don't have a problem with the car. Get in the car, gun in your house. I don't care. Yeah, but you don't need to bring it in Walmart. You don't need to bring the gun in Walmart to buy milk because you're going hunting. What's the purpose of it? But I really want to rob the bank too, but I shouldn't do it. And it wasn't just a few weeks back. It was a few months back. Something else happened over there too. And there was the luckiest guy in town who shot at the police, and he's still there. Sure, right. And again, conceal. But I'm all good with conceal. I just don't want to see your gun when I'm coming to Walmart. Because because guns have a tendency to embolden people to act as opposed to react. Exactly. Uh, what if that guy with the 45 and hit knew how to use it? He just walked around. He pulls it and shoots innocent people. Yeah. 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 And you're not the guy I'm worried about. I'm worried about the guy who walks around with a gun now because there's no restraint on ownership of that gun. And now he feels like he's 6'3" and he's 5'2". That's the guy that worries me. Yeah. All right. Appreciate it. What is this? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's big. I was down there for a while going through I was down there for a while going through a grocery store. Mhm. I think I don't know. That's a hard one. One could argue that it may be less because everybody's on, or it may be more because everybody's on. I don't know. Mhm. And again, now that is a military town, and well, Air Force ain't really military. I'm not gonna go there. All right, man. I gotta go. What time? Yeah, we leave the Air Force guys alone. I mean, the guys in the airplanes are cool. Yeah, but other than that, they sit in offices. They don't go out the wood. They don't sleep in the snow. They just kind of like play military. Okay, okay. Except for the pilots, the C-130s and the C-123s and the C-58s, the C-17, the C-147. I'm just saying. It's kind of like Boy Scouts. How we We'll be back. We'll be back in a minute.
Joe Jackson.
I'm Jeffrey Rodriguez. We begin on Capitol Hill. One House Democrats are slamming Columbia University administrators for failing to disband an encampment of protesters and describe it as a breeding ground for anti-Semitic attacks on Jewish students. The university's president is asking demonstrators to leave on their own. CBS's Tom Hanson is on campus.
He says he urged those in the encampment to voluntarily disperse. Of course, this is ahead of May 15th, that major date when students will graduate. In the statement, she went on to say that many of these students were at their graduation in 2020 because of the pandemic. They want to ensure that they have a proper graduation this time around.
Secretary of State Anthony Blinken arrived in Riyadh today, where he's urging Hamas to accept a ceasefire offer.
Hamas has before the proposal that is extraordinarily generous on the part of Israel.
Britain's foreign secretary says it is a 40-day ceasefire and involves the release of potentially thousands of Palestinian prisoners in exchange for freeing Israeli hostages. Violent weather in the forecast from Texas to Alabama, a day after two tornadoes slammed into the small town of Sulphur, Oklahoma.
My husband said, run, grab the dogs, get in the interior room. It was about a count of 3, 2, 1 after we closed that bathroom door that it hit the house.
Sisters blame for at least 4 deaths in the state, including an infant. Opening statements begin today in a pandemic-related fraud case. CBS's Jim Krasula.
The Minnesota residents are accused of exploiting lax rules to steal over $40 million from a federal program to provide meals to low-income children during the COVID-19 pandemic. 70 people are accused of being involved in what's considered one of the largest pandemic-related fraud cases in the country. They allegedly used other money for luxury cars, jewelry, travel, and property.
Federal regulators have launched an investigation into Ford's hands-free driving system after a pair of recent crashes that left 3 people dead. Both involved Mustang Mach-E SUVs and collisions with stationary vehicles on highways at night. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says Blue Cruise was engaged in each case. Check out the price and tag on this timepiece from the Titanic. A gold pocket watch recovered from the body of millionaire John Jacob Astor sold for $1.4 million. The band leader Wallace currently sold for some $450,000. CBS's Stephen Parker. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. The IRS finally caught up with Louis. I paid myself in 8 years. The IRS, a lot of Louis was in deep trouble. Louis found out about optimal tax relief and leading tax resolution crime. Plus, waiting by the Better Business Bureau, they resolved over $1 billion for their clients. Louis has a lot to be thankful for. For tax help you can trust, call Optimal now for a free consultation. Take it from Louis. If you want to hire them, don't let them get off the bus call. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Is underway for the upcoming WNBA season, and the attention focus is changing the game.
More attention than usual at a WNBA practice. As Caitlin Clark gets out of work with the Indiana Fever.
This is the first time he's hard. That's what we expect for these practices. And just want to get out there with all the goals and get ready for Friday.
Preseason game here Friday night. Her Fever jersey number 22 is already the top earning one ever for a draft pick, according to the licensed sportswear retailer Fanatics.
In the UK, Prince William and Kate Middleton celebrated their 13th anniversary with a never-before-seen photo from their wedding. Black and white portrait shows the royal couple standing together, smiling Kate in a Cartier tiara. Prince William shared a video of the newlyweds. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Right. Did you know there's no form of Miami that works just the same, but 95% people you can get it on your own at 25 radio. You can get free medical consultation determine the internet versus the future of medical of 100% online content and a limited treatment option, including trusted generic alternatives to the mammogram at up to 95% off. ED is working and it ends so free. Just go to ease.com/radio. Connected with a licensed medical provider online for free. With zero programs, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. Report your free online visit immediately at this exclusive address, teams.com/radio. That's teams.com/radio for your free online visit. Website ams.com/radio.
All righty then, we're back. It's 9 in the morning. It's time to get up. If you're not up, of course, if you're retired, you can do it. Okay, so I didn't mean to go there. Of course. Well, they got to remember, if it wasn't for the Army, there would be no Air Force. They don't really live rough. Snow, rain, up tents, raining on you, even underneath this and a half or 5 tons. I mean, they don't know nothing about that. Air mattresses and the air going out of it. Yeah, listen, that's just the way it goes. Of course, I got to the point we didn't have air mattresses. They gave us styrofoam, little things that should put on the ground. It was just always the ground. But one thing about it, didn't get the right. But that's okay. That's okay. Generation. 860-1340, I remember here. Let me see who this is on the air right quick. Good morning. Hi. Yeah. Okay, appreciate it. Always good to be involved in something. Anyway, I was telling you a little while ago, I was in Alabama Department of Corrections, and came out dead without getting sentenced to that. Well, again, it happened last week. Three inmates died in April at the Bullitt County Correctional Facility in separate instances. ADOC stated that on Sunday, April 14th, 6:19 was unresponsive in his state. As the staff administered care, was unable to resuscitate him, and he was pronounced dead by the attending physician. He was serving a life sentence for a murder in Montgomery County. The second death happened on Sunday, April 20th, in the Jackson, Virginia, was discovered unresponsive of that road, unresponsive in his state. The emergency care was administered to Ortega, was transported to the healthcare unit. The staff was unable to resuscitate Mr. Ortega, and he was pronounced dead by the attending physician. Ortega was serving a 15-year sentence for offenses, public health, and morale out of Madison County. And according to ABC, a third death happened on Wednesday, April 24th. Inmate, I hate when they use that word inmate. I mean, right now they're no longer inmates. Okay, just give the man his name. Christopher Rand McGee was found unresponsive and dead, transferred into the emergency care and transported him to a care unit where he was pronounced dead. He is serving a 20-year sentence for unlawful breaking and entering of a vehicle out of Jefferson County. So you go into breaking in the car and you come out dead. I hate the cartoon. When a person has died in prison, they're no longer. I mean, do we try to dehumanize them to the point that their life doesn't matter? I hate that. You know, if they're dead, they're no longer your inmates. Okay, give them back their identity as an inmate. Okay, I just and I think they do it on purpose. They do it to make you say, well, I don't work that much anyway. I'm sorry. You know, and not all of it is trying to help you see what you're talking about. Correct? You know, if they're dead, they're no longer an inmate. Okay, I just, somebody can get in on that. I just, you know, it's like their lives don't matter. Okay? Some of them are bad people. But I think somewhere along the line we all been bad. And the least we can do is honor him in death. Because a guy who goes in for breaking in somebody's car certainly doesn't need death penalty in Alabama. Okay. I mean, hey, they already serving their penalty by being in prison. So when they die, they are not. 864-1440 is the number. Good morning on it. Yes. Of course, somebody should have had a stop with it, but who? I think the war should be good on this stuff. I think there was all things. I think the president should be well responsible. Then little one is scared to their little one goes in to see their plan. They don't go in there to be later and kill. But that's a lot of story. Just a few weeks ago, it was 323. And was living in the Alabama funeral system. That's just a brief powerful. I mean, in Vito, we don't talk about all of this, but that's all we have to do. His son, the young lady, when his son died because not him or married to somebody in the family, you know, we got to talk about it because his son was living 18 months ago. He said, I'm just getting well. I can talk about it. We want to know what can you do at the home. I'm going to get back with him. What was that? And then we had one guy on the phone, I know, because that's what I went down in Lincoln. He was coming up Command Illusion
gonna be a lot of work. The Bears really that meant, and so he was not going to hold a job for killing in the prison.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna do that about it. Just make it play. I don't believe in trying to make it sound like that's too much bullshit. But you know what? You have a lot of these legislators writing about the nausea, they stop the shootings and all this, and doing, you better get them to do anything. So I don't talk about it much anymore. I think I just do that. We don't used to tell you people didn't do it. You really had to do it. About something like that happened. The sheep stealing $2 billion. They're doing a $4,000 sale prison. And she wants to figure that out. And she wants to really say it. Somebody could all these fucking smart people like that. That's for me. We're prison for people still out of that.
That is an interesting question, and yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. Because there's no money in it. I talk to, but it is about money. It is about money. It is. They got money. I know, but we're not lawyers. We can't do anything. Yeah. We still can't. They have money. That's it. Listen, I got to take another. I hear you. Like, lawyers do it. It takes money. I understand. It takes money to file paperwork. It takes money to go visit. It takes money. Are there any nonprofit organizations that put a attorney in that money? And the ones, the Alabama, where the Apple, and they only take, from what I understand, they don't really get involved in criminal cases. I mean, if you got a problem with your rent or a problem with the landlord, they take something like that. They don't think with criminal charge. It just costs too much money. Money. Yeah. All righty then. Oh, good money on there. I know they died. Wait a minute. Three people, three people in 1 week. It doesn't make a difference what their age is. Three people in 1 week in the same prison. And I didn't mention I didn't mention how they died. I didn't mention how they died. Well, you made that. But three people in the same prison in the same week. Come on, man, the same month, the same week. No, same one. I'm looking at the thing right. Yeah, same one. Three inmates die in Bullock County because that's what the thing says. Three inmates die and three inmates die in Bullock County Correctional Facility. Same place. Okay. It's rare. Listen, statistically speaking, Eric Frieden, statistically speaking, that has got to be astronomical coincidence. Good morning, who's this? Yes. Yeah, I've heard of it, but I don't know if it's up to I don't know if it's up to the facility to facilitate such an action. But if that's the case, right? But if that's the case, then we all can continue. Mm. And whose fault is that? That's ADLC fault too. You tell me all the unemployment you can't find people to fill these jobs. Mm. Well, guess what? Walmart taking the machines down. Isn't that quite a bit of people in one state? 325 last year. For last year, 325 people homicides in Alabama prison. With only 24 people deaths by the government last year. Isn't that a hell of a lot of people? Mm-hmm. Right. Well, hell, you got guards bringing in contraband. Mm. There is a. Have you seen the new television thing on Netflix called Open Doors or something like that, where they're trying a different kind of way to let people have some say over their environment by their own actions, and they find out that if you can either live together or die as free. They try. That's what that is. Maybe this our system of government, our system of punishment in our correctional facility is that. Yeah. Yeah. I get Jeff already did that. Yeah, 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 good. Yeah, I don't. All right. Hey, appreciate it. Got to take my break. We'll be back right after these few minutes. So don't y'all go any place. Oh, the world's full of problems. Yeah, I can't solve them all right here, but maybe we can figure something out for that. We'll be back. 860-1440. You can text me 901-5022. If you don't want to be heard on the radio, you just want to get the message across. I'll take your text. 334-901-5022. We'll be back. What else is in the news right now? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
Apparently, it appears live this afternoon at 2 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, one I know something. Okay, it is 9:32 in the morning. Went down and put some money in the old thing down there, and then I can find out I kept putting money and it kept jamming. So hopefully, that should pay for my ticket I got 2 weeks ago. We put money in this thing, but keep jamming my money. What are you going to do? Go to the mayor's office and tell him that I think I'm exempt from paying tax and parking tickets. And I was okay. What else is going on in the news now? We still got stupid people in America protesting the Jewish people for protecting their land and their home, same as we did. They're doing 911. We got the unmitigated fraud. Just go to school. Just because you go to a college doesn't make you a good student. Just because you're somewhat intelligent doesn't give you common sense. It doesn't make you really, and to think that these people pay a god awful amount of money to send them to some of the quote unquote universities, Harvard, Stanford, MIT, great colleges in America, at least they were at one time. It's amazing how people can be so blessed in this country to go to some of these colleges cost $100,000 a year. $50,000, I mean, some of them do. Not what I would do. It just, to me, to want to harass people because of their beliefs. If that's not, matter of fact, what we ought to do is take them all and put them on a ship and let's send them over to Hamas. Let's send them over there and let them fight on their side. Because that's what they're doing anyway. What can I say? Yes. Good morning. Yes, sir. Brother, the best thing to do, don't take drugs. I'm with you. Although, listen, I don't mind people can't conceal weapons. People have a right to protect themselves. But the ones when you hop along Cassidy or a Butch, a Sundance and a Butch Kid, whatever the name that thing is, walk around here with guns on the side. I'm not going to shop in the store with people like that. Well, I don't know, but again, don't take drugs. I mean, if drugs are if drugs are at the, 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 I guess, the reasoning behind, sure, sure. But Rush Limbaugh listen, I'm talking about illicit drugs. I'm not talking about that. I'm, well, yeah, yeah. Well, anyway, let me ask you a question. Are Americans, have we gotten that weak minded? Seriously, are we, like, especially black folks who some of the most resilient people in the history of this country, we came through this, we came through that, and we come, no. It's our neighborhoods, though, that catch the majority of the carnage in this country. I just looked this up. Well, and you will find, well, mhm, mhm. Well, I mean, again, I did this with I was from Philadelphia. I forgot the name of the street. We had people walking zombies down there in Philadelphia, right in Blackpool, just walking down the street. But why does it seem that artists, whether it's Chicago, Washington, D.C., where St. Louis, New York, L.A., why does it seem that our neighborhoods feel a hell of a fight for half of these things? Like neighborhood, yeah, we got a little here, little there. Wait a minute, but they wouldn't have it to do if we wasn't doing it. I can't worry about West Virginia because I live here. Okay, I'm with you. But okay, wait a minute. You yeah, yeah. I don't live in Greenville. I live in Montgomery. How you know? But just because so just because somebody hands you drugs, that doesn't mean you have to take them and sell them and kill people for them. Listen, I'm with you on that one too. You can't have it both ways. You can't sell the crap to everybody and then talk about what happened once you get it. I'm with you. But that's what they do. But alcohol is legal. Guns are legal. So it's the individual. Well, the guy in the White House right now, a couple years ago, decided he put free needles for drug addicts in the hood. Now, this is recently with all the drugs and stuff. I mean, he's giving free needles. Well, here's one. Here's one. Here's one. You go to a liquor store that says that sells drug paraphernalia, and in Montgomery, I do believe you can get arrested by having drug paraphernalia. So they sell it. You allow people to sell it, and you want to put people in jail for it. Okay. Really, I just last week I saw somebody getting pretty guilty. I enjoy cooking. I go to some of these stores, little mom and pop stores around town, and they sell drugs paraphernalia. Why in the hell was every police gonna put you in jail for just having the paraphernalia? Because it was allowed to be sold. Marijuana is not allowed to be sold, so I understand why they put you in jail for some of that. But then you have been there you know, that's I'm just saying, we're Reagan went here, but it used to be our laws represented what represent what we believe morally. It's not that mean. You live in a country with children with babies. You got people fighting to kill a baby. We got people who were not for some of these people who were fighting in the war and this nation is bad, would not have the freedom to open big ass mouths right now in this protest. But they thought that was free. The same people they talk about, again, people that call it the future, you will see the mistake. So these idiots can have a place two places. They fighting for the people that will do the time that they can't. That's the way that pride flag. Woo! How we lost that as Americans. I guarantee you, 100 years from now, 100 years from now, we will not. It's relaxed. This has been an experiment that is quickly turning not so good. We started out pretty good, though. I'm going to show you that. We started out pretty good. But we are losing it along the way. Come back one more, my last break, and we'll come back with the epilogue of our show here, which means the last part of it. After this, our number 81420, and get the call. Where are we here? 100 years from now, there's a book called The Late Great United States. I think we ought to get a copy of that and read it. 100 years from now, should be able to find them out. Okay then. Yes, it does. Yeah, Mark wants to introduce me to this song. I never knew about this song. Oh no. Good morning to everybody. Hope that they find you at 9:50 in the morning. If they're on your mind, if you feel like it, nothing, I got plenty of things to talk about. You can just do if you want to. I'm great. It's so 1440. You can always text me. You can text me at 901 5022, area code 234. And then I can just read it without a problem. But every once in a while, some of you actually say things to make you feel more normal. Unlike my conservative friends, I will change my life for them. So I'll do that. Take care for a call. Oh, here's one before I do the last. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Prattville man arrested after confessing to embezzlement scheme. Now, if you're going to steal, a Prattville man has been charged with theft after admitting to embezzling from his employer, according to the Millbrook Police Department. 19-year-old, I'm not going to put the guy's name on the, on the news. You catch it on TV that time. Was arrested by Prattville Police Department Friday and transported to the Millbrook Police Department for processing on one count of theft of property for free. The investigation began February 26th. The Millbrook responded to a business in the 3500 block of Highway 14 with regard to employee theft. Now, what did he do? Well, he took the money and started to put it. He never put the money in the cash, he never put it in the deposit thing at the bank. Listen, I'm not the smartest guy in the bank. I'm not. But, okay, he's only 19. So but even at 19, if he had a semblance of an education, and know everything about business and commercial, okay, you're going to steal from your boss, but you shouldn't steal from your boss. But if you're going to do it, you probably don't want to do it by not taking your money and dropping it into the bank. You don't think that they're going to notice that last night's deposit never was dropped? You are advocacy. Okay? If you're going to be a thief, be a good one. Don't steal your boss's, okay, whatever they call it, deposit for the night. I mean, really? You didn't think that they're going to find that out? Man, who's the crook going to figure out? Come on, who's this? Okay, here. Good morning, who's this? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. But then again, though, I really get on Thursday. I don't got to, when y'all talking about stuff like that, you also have to think ready to read. You know, the read, all that stuff. I don't have time for that. But do you have it in front of you? Okay. Okay, I can't even wait for you to do that right now. But I always talk and I'm running out of time. But next time, when you guys call and want something read and get there, I can read it. I'll let you read it. There we go. Look it up. Good morning. Yeah, okay. Okay, then. Y'all can make me get all anyway, we were talking about paraphernalia. Now, the guy says they don't get arrested for the paraphernalia, they get arrested for having residue in the paraphernalia. But I would think, okay, I can see that they stop you leaving in the road and stuff like that. I get it. And they see that paraphernalia there. I think it's a reasonable conclusion to think if you have the paraphernalia, then you are probably yeah. You probably smoke a little wacky weed. Yeah, you probably are. Morning. Okay. All righty then. Just let him hold on himself right there. All right then. He said they probably had committed a traffic violation in order to be stopped if they smell. Here's another thing too. Well, what's name? Okay, Melvin. Melvin. That's right. No, Dr. Melvin, whatever you want to be called. I always got. I haven't been talking about school lately because I've been trying to do that. My son came home with a first stroke every day. You know what? You might be on the good because these kids are coming in that school with so much marijuana reeking on them until it made them hurt. Now, if we can't not let people in our schools smell like marijuana, yeah, their parents may have done it, and some of them are doing it. But even if their parents are doing it, you need to send these kids back home to their parents. Because I'm telling you, somebody's been in that stick with this marijuana trap. I mean, you go down the street now, and you got people flying by, not sitting beside you the windows open, just flying by you, and you can smell marijuana half mile up the road. Okay, so listen, I'm just saying, if people come to school, we got to start a PTA or whatever that school is now, basically, because this is just ridiculous. Okay, if you I realize it is not the teacher's fault that these kids come to school smelling like marijuana. You need to send them home. Everybody I know knows what marijuana smells like. Stop making excuses for the parents or the children. The children, unfortunately, have a consequence because their parents are stupid. Okay? Okay? My son told me that my voice is looking up. He said, I'm trying not to smell that stuff. So I'm just saying, Melvin, Dr. Keith, Pam, all the folks of the school board, okay? If they come to school smelling like marijuana, we need to send them home. It's just as easy to come to school smelling like coke than it is marijuana. So, yeah, seriously, If their parents are that dumb and that careless, and they don't care about the health of their own children, well, now, it is my understanding it's secondhand smoke to make you sick. And I'm telling you, secondhand breathing of marijuana can probably do the same thing. Okay, I mean, I'm just saying. So what we need to do is stop that. I'm going to call Melvin's office today so we can have a conversation about this. But this is crazy. Okay, let them son of a gun go smoke, go someplace else. And if they're paying for that stupid, what we need is a school called the dumbass high school. That's what we need. And you'll find out, well, nobody want to go to dumbass high school. We'll be taking a high school and making it to dumbass. I'm just praying for it. Anyway, yeah, I gotta go. That's my thing for the day. Can we stop smoking with that? Please.